Hello everyone, my name is Mark.
And I'm Sarah. We are
the two gamers. And today, I am going to play Legacy of You.
Me?
No, me.
Oh.
No, you.
Oh, you. Okay.
You.
I get it.
Legacy of You. And I say I am going to play because this is a solo-only game that I bought a little while ago that is in the Ancients line from Garphill Games. And it is a heck of a lot of fun. It is one of my favorite games since I got it.
Do we own all of the Ancients line?
So far we do,
I think
yes. We do. That includes Hadrian's
Raiders
Wall.
of Scythia.
Raiders of Scythia, Hadrian's Wall, this one, and Ezra and Nehemiah.
Which is awesome. Yes,
it is. And they're, from what I understand, they're kickstarting 2 more coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
I do not remember the name of them, though. So, in any case, this is a solo-only game, and Sarah knows nothing about it.
I don't.
And I thought she would really enjoy at least seeing how it works, if not potentially, playing or helping out and stuff like that. So, basically, this is, and I should have grabbed this so I can read the...
So this is a campaign?
This is a campaign
style game, okay.
Style, sort of story-driven. There's a storybook going on. And actually, you know what? I'll explain how it works, and then I will read the introduction as I usually typically do. So, what's going to happen is we are attempting to build this canal. And there are 6 sections of the canal here, represented by these cards. And in order to build each section of the canal, I will have to spend these resources for each part. And I also cannot build more than 1 canal section in a turn.
Oh. How many turns do you get per turns or rounds, or how does this?
Well, I will explain that as we go.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
You are. So, what we're going to do, so again, I will take this barge across here and try and create these canals. This right here represents the flood coming in. If the flood ever has to move up onto one of these cards or moves off the end of the board, I will lose. And that will happen every time I go through this deck of cards. As you can see, when you have to reshuffle these, then you move the flood. Okay? Another way you can lose is every single time, at the end of each round, I should say, once I've finished taking all of my actions, the barbarians will attack, and I can either bribe them by giving them a particular good or something like that, or I can destroy one of these cards, putting it in the discard pile. If I ever have to destroy a card and I can't, then I will lose the game. And the third way of losing is if this entire row is ever full of barbarians at the end of a round, then I will lose the game. So, with those victory and, well, I'm not sure that I said the victory conditions. I have to create all 6 of these canal sections.
Okay.
Without triggering any of those loss conditions. And if I can do that, then I win the game. And by the way, after you win or lose, you will then reveal one of these winning cards or one of these losing cards.
Oh.
Thus changing the game a little bit for the next time you play it. And if once you win 7 times or lose 7 times, and that's not in a row, after I could lose 3 times and then win 4 times and then lose another 2 times and then win several more times until I have a total of 7 wins or 7 losses. And that gold card, that final gold card, is the end of the campaign. And that will tell you how you the story of how you won or lost.
Okay.
All right, so that's a very brief overview. Now, what's going to happen is each round, I will first collect anything that happens or that has one of these symbols. So there's nothing right here because they're covered by the buildings. This, by the way, is kind of a worker placement game, but it's also a resource management. Involved in that is hand management as well, but mostly resource management and putting workers in some places as well, or at least using workers.
Okay.
All right. So so in this case, for the first turn, I will be drawing 4 cards. I will gain 1 worker, 1 cowrie shell, I believe they're called, 1 provision, And then this also says that I gain cowrie shells equal to the number of purple buildings. What are they called again? The number of, well, purple buildings that I have built, which again, I start the game having built none of them. This says, where are they? These are huts, I know, and those are farms. And here we go, outposts. These are outposts. And so these are all their starting spaces.
Do you want to put this on the green screen so people can see?
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, it's not big enough to see everything, but there you go. And so this is the round structure. So we will harvest, as I said, all of these symbols right here, and then take actions. So that's what I'm explaining right now. And so I will have 4 of these cards in my hand. These are the same as these cards up here. And I will get to take actions. So the actions I can take include, basically I could, so if I had these cards in my hand, I could discard, put that there for now. I could discard this card to either take 1 black worker, 1 black, which is a rider, by the way. I could take a rider into my supply, or, and that would discard it to this space right here. Or I could, and this, again, this is from my hand here. Or I could take this and completely get rid of it to also gain what is in the red banner. So I could get rid of it, discarding it to the discard pile of the townsfolk.
Okay.
Thus not being in my deck anymore.
Oh.
This also has some deck building elements.
Okay.
Which is fun. And so I would lose a card, but I would gain a little bit better of a thing in case I needed that right now, right? Likewise, this card I could get rid of for 1 clay, or I could discard it for 1 clay to my discard pile, which is right here. Or I could completely remove it from my deck for that clay and a white worker. Now, there are also these other symbols right here, which will be revealed what they do over the course of the campaign. So they don't do anything right now. So I could discard it for 1 of those, but not right now because they don't do anything. Now, in addition to that, you can see what is along the bottom here. And that I can use once I've freed up these spaces. So let's go over that first. And these were like that and like that. So once I have given resources, then I could build one of these buildings. So if I turn in a white worker, a clay, and a wood, I can build any one of these farms. And I would take it and put it on one of the empty building spaces. Each of these canal spaces, once I have revealed them, have more spaces, and it shows what's underneath it, underneath the card right here.
Oh, okay.
So there's a little example of what I would get if I can build that space.
Okay.
So right now you have 1. Now the first thing that happens is I will get whatever that is there. So 1 provision in this particular case. Then I also, as you can see for the farms, will gain bonuses for the beginning of each round during the harvest phase.
Okay.
So this would be a worker, a provision, or one meeple of any color, not white. So not a laborer, but a fighter, a rider, a spearman, or an archer.
Okay.
Okay. Then I could also, likewise, spend all of those resources to make the different color meeples work for each other. Meaning, if I, for example, and I don't have to build these in any particular order. So I could take this one and build that one. And now all white and blue meeples are considered the same thing.
Okay.
So I could, for example, if I wanted to build this and I had this going, I could turn in 1 white and 1 blue meeple in addition to 2 cowrie shells.
So
right?
thematically, you trained your laborer and now he's a spearman.
Right.
Okay.
And so that was the what are these again? Guard towers?
Those are outposts.
Outposts, thank you. So the next thing you can do is build a hut. Now you will notice that I have a little worker space right here. I can spend any worker to put it there, and I will gain 1 provision, right?
Okay.
Now I can, in addition to building these buildings, I could say build this building and put it there. Now that would cost this right here, which this is a card, so I can move this over here and show you. Would cost 1 white meeple, 3 clay, and 1 wood. Now, if I do that, the first thing I would do is I would flip this card over. Now, I can't do that because, or at the moment, I can't do that because there's special things on the back that you get when you build the building. But in addition to that, I would also gain another worker space. And these have to be built from left to right. Now that also reveals one of these spaces. Now let's go over that since we didn't go over that earlier. So as I mentioned, there's this spot on the bottom. This is the third thing I can do with this card, is I can tuck it underneath here to gain another bonus for harvest.
Okay.
Now that removes it from my deck again.
Right.
So I wouldn't get it back, but I would get a bonus every round for the harvest.
Okay.
Okay. And you'll notice there's only one space here, so if I build a hut, that reveals another space. So I can have more cards for the harvest.
I like this already.
I knew you would. I don't know that you'll ever play it by yourself, but I thought you might enjoy watching
I don't do a lot
me.
of solo games. I think I do more solo games on my phone. But
I thought you would enjoy at least watching me play it.
But I like the other games of this series.
Yeah.
So,
and the art is awesome.
especially
I love
Hadrian's
this.
Wall. Hadrian's Wall is my favorite.
Yeah. Okay. So another other things that this does is I can at any time trade in 3 cowrie shells for either a wood or a clay. And then you'll notice again as we reveal sections or build sections of this canal, then we'll get more trading options, right?
Okay.
So in addition to that, when I build a section of canal, so the first thing that happens if I build a section of canal is I will pay that, I will take this off the board and put it there.
Oh,
on here.
You're using this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will put it there. I don't have to use that, but put it there to indicate that we have built something this round.
Okay.
So then at the end of that round, after taking actions, then you return this to the leftmost unbuilt canal space. So what that basically means is if the ship is not on the board, you can't build a piece of the canal, thus making it so you can only build one section per round, right?
Okay.
So, so you'll pay that, or I'll pay that, and then we'll take this and we'll put it here. And then we will get this down here as a bonus. A one-time bonus.
You get 42 turtles?
Yes, 42 golden turtles. No. So first of all, 1 clay and 1 wood. And then every time we see one of these symbols with a number in it, that references
we're reading the
storybook.
Okay. That makes more
So,
sense than 42 turtles.
Yes, as it says here, open only when instructed to.
Okay.
And what that basically means is this 42 leads me to entry 42 in the storybook.
I'd be careful reading that one. You
Yeah.
know, 42.
It
It is the answer.
is the answer. All right, so, and that pretty much is the, one more thing, well, actually a few more things. Something else you can do is we can take these cards and use them by using the provisions that are on the space that they are in.
Okay.
So this first card costs me nothing to use.
Okay.
How do I use it? I can do one of 2 things with it if I pay the amount of provisions, or again, this first one is free. I can take it, and just like a card from my hand, I can use it for one of the things along the upper left-hand corner there.
Okay.
And then it would go in the discard pile for the citizens. Or I can, again, paying this, I can take it and put it in my discard pile, making it so that my deck is now bigger. And that is one of the first things that you want to do in this game is build up your deck, because as I said already, every time you have to reshuffle your deck, that's when you move the flood.
Okay.
So the bigger your deck is, the more rounds you will have
Before the flood.
before the flood happens.
Okay.
In addition to that, the barbarians will come, and I'll have to deal with them every single round that I haven't killed them off, right?
So is
And in order
there
to
only
do that,
one barbarian out
Right now there's only one
Okay.
barbarian.
And that's the
This
barbarian
is the
deck?
Yep, and this is the
This is the
citizen deck.
Townsfolk
Townsfolk
deck?
deck,
Is
yeah.
this also?
This is my deck,
Okay.
and they come from the townsfolk.
Okay.
So you start with 10 cards here.
Were they random?
Yes.
Okay.
And so if I want to deal with this guy proactively, then I can spend 3 provisions and 2 black and 1 yellow meeple.
2 riders and an archer.
There you go.
Okay.
And that will deal with this guy, and I will take him. I will gain whatever is on the right side over here,
Okay.
and then he will be discarded. And then at the end of the round, regardless of whether I have dealt with these guys or not, I will have to add more barbarians to this row. And that is where, as I said, if we ever have 7 here at the end of a round after having added them, lose the game immediately.
Oh, okay.
They have overrun, and
Aw.
we're done. So there we go. That is pretty much it.
So is this town called you, or is your
No.
character called
That's
you?
what we will get to right now.
Oh,
All right, here we go.
Yay!
During the reign of Emperor Yao, the people of ancient China were constantly plagued by deadly floods along the Yellow River. Eager to put an end to the devastation, Yao selected Gun, one of his officials, to devise a plan. And I assume I'm pronouncing that right. I'm not sure. It's Gun. I think because of transliteration, it's probably pronounced Gun. After 9 years of failed attempts using dams and dikes, Gun's employment came to a questionable end. After his passing, Yu inherited his father's work. And again, that is spelled Y-U. Learning from Gun's failures, Yu set out to construct a series of canals to direct the surging river into nearby fields and smaller waterways.
Okay.
And so there you go. I do believe that there is no starting story. So will you go ahead and tuck that back under here? This doesn't have, yeah, no, it doesn't. Okay. I don't know why that's there.
Can I leave this out so I can see the
Yeah.
names?
And in fact, I will ask you to take care of all of the
Ooh,
pieces
sure.
over there.
I can do that.
So here we go. We're going to start. So the first thing that happens is we have a harvest phase. So I'm going to draw 4 cards from my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. We get 1 white meeple or 1 worker, 1 laborer, excuse me, 1 shell, and 1 provision. And that is all we start the game with.
Okay. Just put those somewhere.
Put those over here.
Okay.
Okay, and these are the 4 cards that we have. I'll go ahead and put this like that. So we can discard that leftmost card in order to gain a provision and a shell, and we can discard the other 3 for workers.
Okay.
Now, in addition to that, we could, let's see, we could take this one and put it here. Now, I should say strategy-wise, one of the things that I've learned about this game is getting more workers is almost always the best idea.
Okay.
Because they're worth the most, and they can trade for the most of the time.
Okay.
So this right here, I could slide under here and gain an extra worker, an extra laborer every round.
Every harvest.
Which would probably be a good idea. But
Okay.
we'll see once we assess everything here.
Okay.
Now, I think it would be a great idea to take the free one and put it in the discard pile. I almost always do that.
Well, we need to increase the size of our deck.
Yes.
Okay.
And in addition to that, I might go ahead and take one of these that costs only 1, but we'll see in a second. Okay. Now, we could go right, oops, I forgot to put the barge back. We could go right ahead and build this first section of the canal right away. So we have a white worker. I could discard one of these 2 for another laborer, and this one for another provision and another shell.
Yeah.
And then we would have enough. So why don't we just go ahead and do that? Okay, so we're going to discard that, hand me a provision and a shell. And then which of these should we use? Let's go ahead and discard that for another laborer.
Okay. So we're using it and discarding it. We're not losing it from our deck.
Right,
Which
so
is
we're
great.
ignoring the
Okay.
red part. We don't get the red part.
We don't get the red one. We just get, okay.
Yep, okay.
And then
So-
we don't get this little grain thing because we don't know what that is yet.
Right, exactly. So now we have enough. Let's go ahead and do that. We have 2 white laborers and 2 shells.
Okay, perfect.
Cowrie shells. I keep forgetting their names. And so we will take this and put it there. And this comes off, and we immediately gain 1 clay and 1 wood. And we get to read 42!
Woohoo! Careful.
Okay. Another canal completed. Another band of rebels seen scouting the camps along the river. The flood waters flow away from essential lands and into streams and rivers, creating safe land to farm and settle. It is my hope that these men and women will see the restoration of this land and come to help complete this righteous work. In later seasons, we will need to create more canals to take the flood all the way to the sea where it can finally rest. But for today, we will celebrate the work of our hands. And it says, file the constructed canal card in the box under history. By the way, at the beginning of the game, each of these canal cards on the back shows which section of the canal it is, and we shuffle all the ones that are part of that section together and populate this randomly.
Okay.
So there were 4 for the first 2 sections. This was one of the 4 that I put in there randomly. So that goes into the history. And then it says, find card 46 in the story deck. So I forgot to show this to everyone. This right here is the story deck. And each card in its lower right-hand corner has a number on it, which is referenced. So right here it says find card 46. I'm actually going to let you do that.
Would you like me to shuffle this for you?
Yes, that's a great idea. 46 in the story deck, and place it face down on top of the barbarian draw pile. So by the way, where did it go? 46 or 40, oops, 42? 42. So it said in the story here, another canal completed, another band of rebels seen scouting.
Okay.
So this is likely the band of rebels that we saw scouting.
Yes, it looks like it.
Okay, so this goes face down right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, now we know what
We know what's
coming, right? Okay.
Yep. And the nice thing about this one, I should show that to everyone, is that one requires 3 meeples, but they can be any color except white.
Okay.
Now, once we build a building, then white can be also that color. And so we could potentially use it. But it's also pretty powerful because it destroys 2 cards. Or we can bribe it with 2 provisions. So it's kind of powerful. Also, while it is there, or excuse me, I don't remember what that is. Draw a card from the top of the townsfolk draw pile to your hand. So when we kill her off, then we can do that.
Okay.
Okay, so that goes on the top there. Now we should also, since we're talking about it, we should pay attention to this because it would be best to hold on to 1 provision so we can bribe him and not have a problem.
Okay.
Okay, in addition to that, maybe since we have these right here, let's go ahead and discard this for another laborer. And then you don't need to pull it out because I'm going to spend it right away.
Okay.
We're going to spend these 2 and we could build a farm.
And you get to decide which one you want?
Yep.
Okay.
So, do we want another laborer, or do we want another of one of any color?
I would get one of any color.
I agree. I think that's a good idea. Now, in addition to that, by the way, I didn't mention this before, all resources carry over.
Okay.
So if we don't spend anything, we can just save it for next time.
Okay, nice.
But we cannot carry over cards.
Okay.
All cards we have to do something with. So we're going to take that and we're going to build it either on the shell or on the provision. And I think it would be a good idea to put it on the provision right here.
Okay.
And so we gain 1 provision for that.
when we cover that up, we get that item.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. And then
right, because we wanted a provision to maybe be able to bribe that guy.
And now we have 1 more card left, and I think it would be a really good idea to put this here so that in the future
we get another laborer.
We get more laborers.
Okay.
All right.
Building up our engine.
Yep. So we need to save 1 of these to bribe him. And then the other 2 we could either save for next time or we could get some of these.
Okay.
And I think it would be a good idea to get another card in our deck. So would we like all of these that are kind of available to us are pretty good. They all give us workers if we decide to tuck them here. They also give us workers just by playing them. Now, since we have 2 provisions, maybe we should just spend a both and gain 2 more cards?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well,
Okay, let's do it.
because I don't want that flood happening, so.
Right, exactly. So, there we go. We have 1 provision left. And so, since we're done taking actions, we can go ahead and return the barge here.
Okay.
Then we suffer attacks. So we're going to bribe him.
Suffer.
Yes, we're going to bribe him with 1 provision.
Please don't hurt me. Here's some food.
And then we have to refresh the card row. So all of the townsfolk will move to the left.
Okay.
Then we have to make room for the +1 card. So he will move over.
So he's not
And
gone?
this card will go there. No.
We just bribed him.
Yep.
We didn't defeat him.
Correct.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right?
We can't defeat him because we don't have 2 riders and an archer.
Right.
Okay.
So then we refill this row. And now we start over. So we have harvest.
Right? Is that what we need to defeat him? We need 2
Yes.
riders and 1 archer.
In addition to provisions to reach him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so now we are going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will get 2 laborers
Right?
and 1 more worker of any color, but let's hold off on that for a second.
Okay.
We get 1 shell and 1 provision.
1 shell and 1 provision. All right.
Okay. Now let's decide what color worker we want to have.
Well, can we look at our cards first or not?
Yes. Yeah, we get everything at the same time, so I don't see why not. So we have quite a few provisions. I'll go ahead and put this over here.
So we could get a spearman, which is the blue worker,
Although that won't really help us
if we
here.
used that card. You said that we have to build these in order?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. We have to go from there to there. So it would be really nice to build one of these because then we could potentially use a laborer for one of those. But at the moment, we can't really do anything about that.
Right. It
Do we have a
look
way-
like any particular color is going to benefit us
Right.
this particular turn.
Do we have a way of getting more wood? That's a good question right there. By the way, I should mention that another one of these shows up every other card. So as you see here,
Okay.
so we didn't get another barbarian attack from building this. So we might want to wait to build this one until we have, enough of an engine going
Okay.
that we can attack these guys and get rid of them a little faster.
Right. So we can turn 3 of these in for a wood, but we don't have 3,
No.
and we don't even have the ability of getting 3.
Right. Oh, I forgot we also have 1 provision here that we can get potentially by using one of these. By the way, any of the ones that are here, they come back to us
Okay.
at the end of the round.
Okay.
I didn't mention
That's
that before.
nice.
Yeah.
So since it doesn't look like any of the particular colors, and we can't get a white one because it's not here,
Right?
I would say that we maybe save up for
Yeah,
eventually being able to take one of the
that's a good idea.
other guys out. So
And we
do
can always use it here for more provisions if we can't use it anywhere else.
Okay.
So why don't we grab a black one?
Okay.
A rider. Just because we need 2 of those. And if we somehow get like a yellow one randomly from something else, then
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. We also have blue over here that we could potentially get. And do we have any way to get another worker at all? No.
I wish we could get more wood because I would really love to build an outpost.
Yes, I agree. So we can get 1 wood here. We could potentially discard or trash this card to get a wood and a worker.
Okay.
But
But that's only 2.
that is only 2, and we won't get enough shells. Keep forgetting what they're called, cowrie shells. We will not be able to get enough cowrie shells in order to get that last one, unless we build one of these.
Right.
Oh, excuse me.
Can we use a provision to get this card? Because there's wood over there.
Yes, actual, duh. All right, so yes, let's go ahead and use this
Okay,
provision.
so we've done all of our harvest. We've done all of that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so now we're on the
Yeah.
take actions phase.
So let's use a provision.
Okay.
And we're using this guy, and we're not putting it here. We're going to put it over here in order to get 1 wood.
Okay, 1 wood.
Then we're going to discard this for another wood.
Boop.
Oh, we still need a clay.
Okay, well then maybe we don't want to trash that yet. Maybe we have to wait one more turn. In which case...
we can use that though.
We need provisions.
Yeah. So let's get some more provisions here.
Should we use this one that has 2 on it?
Yeah, let's use that. Gain 2 provisions.
2 more.
We'll use one of those to gain the clay.
Okay.
Now we only need 1 more wood. And where were we getting that last one?
We were going to discard.
Oh, we were going to trash this one. That's
Yeah.
right. Let's go ahead and do that because I think it's kind of necessary
Okay.
at this point.
We
So,
get the blue
we're gonna-
spearman as well?
yes.
Okay.
So we're going to trash that for 1 wood and a spearman.
Okay, there we go.
Oop. And now we'll go ahead
That was
and
a
use...
lot just to build that
Yeah.
outpost.
So we'll use 1 laborer, 1 clay, and
our 3
wood,
wood. To build an outpost.
to build an outpost.
Wow.
So here's the question is, which of these do we want to build?
I would say either the black or the yellow in anticipation of
That's a good
defeating
point,
that.
yeah. So here's another thing is the cards we have in here that we could potentially put here eventually. We've got a black one and a blue one. So like something that we could get every round. And
Right.
I think that black one is a really good idea.
So we want to get the black one now or the yellow one?
Yeah. And now that I'm doing this, we should have made this one a yellow one because then we could make any white one a black one by doing that.
Oh.
Right? All right, well, let's go ahead and do this.
Okay.
So build that for what we just turned in. We
Okay.
gain 1 cowrie shell.
Okay.
What were you going to say? Well,
No, I was just figuring it all out.
Ah.
You were ahead of me.
okay. Now we have this card left.
Okay, and we don't get this guy.
No.
When we reveal it.
No.
We get this because we... Okay.
So we have 1 card left, and I think we should just go ahead and use it for the provisions and the shell.
Do we have enough provisions to bribe everybody that might be trying to attack us?
We need 1 more provision, which we can get by doing this.
Okay.
So let's do that. Let's get 1 more provision.
That's sad. We're bribing people.
Right. Now, here's the thing, though, is I'm wondering... No, we won't. We've already used it there, so we can't really do that. I was thinking maybe we could attack one of these guys, but we're not going to be able to. So... that might be all we can do, except for take this. Oh, hold on a second. Okay. We could take and not put this in our deck and gain 1 red, and that would give us, since this can count as a black one, that would give us enough to conquer her. Now we would have to use all 3 of our provisions to get to her,
Right.
and therefore we would have to trash a card for this guy,
Okay.
but that may be worth it.
Can we turn in... Can we use this? Can we turn in 2 of the cowrie shells for a
Yes, we
provision?
can.
And then we don't have to trash a card?
That, yeah.
When
yes, we can.
when do we get to access these? Anytime?
So these we can do literally anytime.
Okay.
Yeah, including when it is not our action phase. So any trading we
Okay.
can do at any time.
And then what's this down
so
here?
that's just
This
showing
just
you.
showing you what it is
Yeah.
when you reveal
So
it. Okay.
let's go ahead and discard that one for free to gain a red worker,
Okay, red worker.
a fighter.
Yes, fighter.
Okay, and then we're
Are
going
they covered in
to
blood already? Is that why they're red?
we're going to spend 3 provisions to get to her.
Okay.
And then we're going to spend these 3 workers, since they can be any color and the white one can be a black one,
Right.
and that will defeat her.
Okay, perfect.
Oops.
Good,
And
good.
now what we gain is that symbol. And what was that again? Draw a card from the top of the townsfolk draw pile to
Ooh.
hand.
Oh, to our hand.
Yeah. So we just gain 1
Ooh.
in here, and that's pretty awesome. Now she gets discarded.
Okay.
So by the way, this was card number 46 in the story deck,
Okay.
and it is now permanently a part of the barbarian deck.
Okay.
So there's another little section of that. Okay.
Changing it up.
Yep. So now we have another card in our hand, and we have to use this for something, and really, we're just going to gain a provision.
Are you sure? You don't want to tuck that?
We can't.
Oh, I was thinking for some reason we could stack these. I forgot.
No,
You're right.
yeah, you know what? I may not have said 1 card per space.
No, you probably did.
But in any case, we can't until we open up
Okay.
another space. So we're going to discard that
correct,
for a provision.
For provision. Okay.
Okay.
So now we don't have to do that.
Right, and maybe we'll just hold on to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's go ahead and bribe him.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to spend that since our turn is over, by the way. So
Right.
we're past the
Turn
take actions. There is no barge to return because it's still there. Suffer attacks is what we just did.
And we
And
can't.
now
and
we're
we can't
going to
build that. We can't build this because we don't have any more guys.
Right.
Okay.
So now we're going to refresh the card row. So these will move over. He doesn't need to move over because we are only adding 1 card here.
Okay.
So that's going to go there.
Oh, we saved our shells. We could bribe
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, potentially. Okay. And then we refill this. And now harvest. Now the first thing that happens here, which is kind of a bummer, is we only have 2 cards.
Oh.
So we're going to draw these 2 cards and then reshuffle
Aw.
this, which forces us to
Flood.
move the flood.
Does this just move up 1?
Yep.
Okay. So.
Now, if the canal card was still here, then we would lose. We would have lost immediately.
Wow.
So, drawing 4 cards, we are going to get 2 laborers,
Okay. 2 laborers.
2 cowrie shells, since we built an outpost. We
Right.
get another 1 for that. 1 provision. We're going to take this guy back into our thing, and we will get 1 more worker of a color that let's figure out in a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll take all those.
All right. Shells and people.
Uh-huh. All right. And these are the cards we have. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. We got a yellow guy, and these whites can be black for him.
Perfect.
So all we'll need for that is provisions, which we can get.
I
There's
think we
also,
should-
this guy would cost 1 blue, but let's not worry about that for now. And then we can also get 1 clay.
I want more laborers because we really need to build this second canal.
Yep.
So.
But we have a little ways. So provided we draw
But
4
I want to do
cards-
it now.
I know. Provided we draw, well, so if we do it now, then we're going to be drawing more barbarians.
Oh, that's true.
Remember that.
Okay.
So, since we know how many cards we have here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 for 1 round, and 1, 2, 3, 4 for
Okay.
another round. So we will have, including this round, we will have 3 more rounds before this moves.
Okay.
So we're okay. It might be better to just let that sit there for a little while, build up a little bit more, so that we can deal with these guys a little better before we attempt to move on.
Okay.
Okay. So we also have these available. We have got that and that and that and that. Within at least these first 3
Right.
within range.
Well, I don't see why we
very
wouldn't
easily.
just take that one and get the black.
Yeah, you don't want to put
Work.
it in the discard pile.
Oh.
We could do that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that would make it so we could save a laborer.
Mm-hmm.
But we do have 2 more laborers right here.
Okay. You're right.
So we still have not collected this, I believe.
No,
so
we haven't.
Let's go ahead. Because the white workers, depending on how many of these we build, could potentially be more than 1 type. Maybe we want to, and we have the yellow one there. Maybe we want to grab a black one so we can use it for that.
Okay.
Let's do that.
All right.
Okay, so we'll take
now
the black.
we've used all of our harvest.
Let's go ahead and discard that for the yellow one.
Okay.
And we're going to use these guys. I'm going to put these up here so we don't accidentally use them for something else.
So we need 3 provisions to get to him,
Yes.
correct?
So we can get 1 provision here, which probably just use the blue one for.
Okay.
And we need 1 more provision to get to him.
Okay, and we don't have any in our cards, but we can discard 2 of these shells to get
Or
a
we could-
provision.
Discard a, well, that wouldn't work because we discard a provision for a provision.
You're right.
But yeah, we could discard 2 shells for a provision. That's probably a good
I think
idea.
we should probably do that.
Yep.
Okay, trade
Okay.
you.
Yeah. All right, so now we have 3 here, and
And then-
except for here, we don't have another way of getting another black worker. So maybe let's wait on that because we could put it here.
right.
And that's Always a
Would
good
be
idea.
nice to add another card to our deck.
All right, we're going to spend 3 provisions.
Okay.
And 1 white and a yellow and a black.
Because we're turning him into a
Mm-hmm.
rider. Okay.
And now he has been defeated.
Yay!
And now we get to read
Ooh,
storybook number
more
22.
story. 22. Ooh.
Here we go. The cheers of victory were still ringing in our ears when a hush fell over the battlefield. The fight appeared to be over, but then something stirred in the dust and blood. A brute of a man who had fought to overcome our forces, blood streaming down his side, was rising. Staggering to his feet, his sword still in his hand, he turned back towards our men, lifted his head, and tightened the grip on his hilt, ready for more. Filed the defeated barbarian card in the box under history.
Okay.
Then find card 36 in the story deck and place it face up into the space where the defeated barbarian card was sitting.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right.
This is this big bloody guy, huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh, he
Oh,
does have
and
blood
look at him.
dripping from his side.
He's
It's the same guy?
the same guy.
Oh my goodness. Uh-oh.
Same guy, blood dripping from his side. Now, you will notice...
He doesn't take as much to defeat
Yeah,
the second time.
Exactly, he doesn't take
because
as much
he's
to
injured.
defeat, but we cannot bribe him,
Oh.
which stinks.
Yeah, he's mad. He's not gonna...
Nope, you can put that back in the history.
He's not gonna take our bribe. He's mad.
Yep. All right. Which the bummer about that is we don't really have a way of getting a yellow one. Otherwise we... Oh, and we don't have enough provisions anyway. So we're going to lose a card for that.
Uh-oh.
That's all right.
What about the other one? Oh, we're gonna bribe the other
So
guy.
let's put that up there
Yeah.
so we don't forget about... So we don't accidentally use it. Okay. So what we have left here is this, and I think maybe for now we should just go ahead and gain those things and then move on. The bummer about this is that means we will have only 1 more round because it'll destroy this, and so instead of 8 cards in here, we'll have 7.
Well, we were gonna add this to our hand, right? Or to our deck.
Oh yeah, we didn't do any of that. Yes. Well, that won't add it to the deck. That'll add it to
You're
the discard pile. But, it's too bad this isn't...
I
we don't
know, I was
also have the yellow, 'cause
just
we could do
thinking
that,
that.
and then... But we don't have enough provisions, so let's not worry about that.
Okay, so we're
Okay.
gonna put this one in our
Put him in our...
discard pile.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll use these 3.
To gain 2 white and a brick.
Mm-hmm.
2 laborers and some bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Get to work, buddy.
Okay. And that is all that we can really do at this point.
You can put an infinite number of people here.
No, just 1.
Just one.
Just 1 there. Yeah, 1 for each space.
Oh, okay.
But we can collect them.
And then, should we start working on some of these as well? at some
Potentially.
point? Okay.
But at the moment, we don't have a way of
No,
getting
we
enough
don't.
resources. Okay. So,
This is a real balancing act.
it is, yeah. And that's the funny thing is you'll notice every time we've done something really good, like build a canal or defeat a
Right.
guy, it kind of, it self-balances the difficulty.
I feel like we're
So-
gonna lose.
And we might, but that's okay. As you notice, we can lose up to 6 times and still gain
Okay.
the final victory. Anyway, you won't see that today, though. We're only going to have one either victory
This
or
is a
loss.
teaser, a spoiler. We're not
Yeah.
gonna ruin the whole thing for you guys.
Maybe if a whole bunch of people like this, maybe I'll do this as a as a continuous thing. But then you have to go out and tell your friends. Okay. So we're going to end the round. There's no barge to return. We need to suffer attacks. So this first guy, we just have to lose this card.
Oh no.
Which, that's a bummer, but you know what? That's
Aw.
not that big of a deal.
It was wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and then this one, we're going to bribe him with 2
Yes.
cowrie shells, and that will be it. And so we will refresh the card row. So we have to move these over, and then we have to move these over because another card is coming out, and we don't even refresh this. Oh boy.
I feel like we're being overrun.
Okay, so back to harvest. We're going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, as I said, we only have 3 left, which means after this round, the flood will move. We must build this.
Okay.
Okay, so we have that. We are going to get...
All right, so we're
gonna
starting
move this guy
over.
back.
So harvest.
We're going to get 2 white,
2 laborers,
2 cowrie shells,
2 cowrie shells,
1 provision,
1 provision.
and 1 more of any color that we wish other than white.
Well, I think we should get the yellow.
Good call. Yes, absolutely. And we don't have a yellow here, so that works well. Actually, we could do it there, but that's all right. We got a ton of workers here. So first thing we should probably do is just go ahead and do the thing that we must do.
Yeah.
And so let's do that. There you go.
Okay.
So the barge will move over there. We will get 1 wood and 1 clay. And then we have to also trash a card, which really stinks.
Oh, no.
So that goes there. Oh, that's a bummer.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Well, this...
And we can't trash a card
goes
from our
back.
discard pile, huh?
Oh.
We have to take it from the top of the deck.
That's right, that was there. Okay. This goes, since it doesn't have a thing, it goes in here.
Okay.
Yes, the trashed cards have to go, as it says right here, damage, destroy, place the top card from your ready pile, which is this one, to the townsfolk discard pile. I need a drink.
Is disappointing.
I'm talking too much.
That is disappointing.
Yep.
Okay.
We need something more interesting as our background here. You can see the shadows converging and stuff.
Ooh, can we do little animals, little shadow animals? I don't know how to do shadow animals.
Except that I'm going to try to do the magic eraser, so the background might be gone when you see this, but we'll see. All right, so...
Well, then no one's going to understand what you just are talking about then. Way to go. Confuse everyone.
Confusion.
Everybody confused?
Yep. Okay. So let's go ahead and kill that guy.
Okay.
Kill him.
Do we stab him with the pointy end? Okay. So it takes 2 provisions to get to him, though. So we need another provision.
Right. And
so we could
will
either
have to do that. Oh, no.
We could either use that guy or one of these cards.
Boy. I'm thinking if we build this, we might want to tuck that under. So since we only need 1 provision to get to him, let's discard that one and get 1 provision.
Okay.
And then we'll spend it right away.
Okay.
And then we're going to spend these 2 to defeat him.
Right. Okay.
All right. He is defeated.
We've defeated the bleeding man. The angry bleeding man.
Yes. Number 32. And I just want to make sure we're still recording. Yeah. Okay. 32. A shout of triumph! Cheers of victory! The enemy was falling back. Their champion finally falling to our own brave fighters. We thought he would never go down. We thought he would never go down again, but this time he wasn't getting back up. We made sure of it.
Yes, we stabbed him with the pointy end.
Yep. File the defeated barbarian card in the box under history. Gain 1 wood,
Ooh.
1 clay,
Ooh.
and 2 cowrie shells.
Ooh.
That was definitely worth it.
So we got, we've been bribing him. We got some stuff back.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
It's not what we, it's not everything we gave him, but still.
So, do we want to build another building? I think we could build one of these.
That would be great.
Yeah?
I would love to do that.
So, 1 laborer, 3 clay, and 1 wood.
And 1 wood.
And we'll build this, and that is the 1 more spot that we have. We reveal this section, which means we can take any 1 worker and turn them into any 1 other worker.
Ooh.
And we gain a provision.
Oh. Okay.
And
That's
so
cool.
that will go in that same one with the, yeah, that'll work.
Okay.
Okay. Now we've opened up another spot here, and I'm kind of thinking maybe we should tuck this.
Yeah.
Even though it has a lot of provisions on it, the extra worker is a really good idea.
Yeah, the rider is nice.
Okay, and because we built there, we get another worker of any color other than white. So, do we want to maybe attempt to kill another one of these?
So we already have 1 blue.
If we trash this card, we can gain another white. Or we could use this white one to do that. Now the problem is we don't have enough provisions.
Well, we can turn into cowrie shells for a provision.
We also have that.
Ah, right.
For that matter, we could do this to gain another yellow one.
That would use up a provision, though. Okay. Well, we have a lot of options. What do we want to do?
Well, first of all, I think we should go ahead and turn that in for a provision and a cowrie shell.
Okay.
I'll let you do that.
Provision and shell. Okay.
So we now have 2 provisions. We can do this to gain another provision right here.
Mm-hmm.
We still haven't gotten our guy for this yet. So which one do we want? Do we want to get a yellow one? And let's also do that so we don't accidentally.
Yeah.
Let's get a yellow one for this.
Okay.
Let's get another provision for those.
Okay.
Let's turn that guy into another yellow one. Oh, wait, no. Nope, excuse me. We're going to turn this guy into another yellow one.
Right. And then we can turn that guy into a black one.
Okay, I think... Oh, well, we also have this as well. But let's do that.
Okay, so we're
three
spending
provisions
3 provisions to travel
to reach
over there.
this one. And then we're going to turn these 3 in.
And the white one is a black one?
Yep.
Okay.
And that will defeat this guy.
Nice.
And in response, we get 1 cowrie shell and draw a card.
Oh.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
it
that's
was going to
okay.
happen anyway,
Yep,
but...
Yep. Okay, so the bummer is we don't have any more spaces to build. Otherwise, we almost have enough. But that's fine. If we complete this one in the next round, then we'll have 1 more space to build there. So that's all right. Okay, this one is now defeated and it goes there. And we've got that set aside. What else can we do to set up really well for the next round?
Right. Well, that depends on what we want to accomplish.
Yeah. So we're going to get another black worker every round.
We only have 1 card here.
Yeah.
So that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We definitely want to put these in the deck.
Yeah. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's just get a provision, a shell, a clay, and a laborer.
All right. Do we want to spend them now or save them?
I'm thinking we'll do this to get another provision.
Okay. Because he comes back, right?
Yep.
So that seems like that would be
And
silly
then we'll
not to do
spend
that.
these 2 provisions to put these 2 cards here.
Okay. That sounds
Because I don't think there's anything else that we need to do with workers or anything else at the moment. We're just kind of building up for the next turn.
right.
So let's do that.
Okay.
These 2 provisions for more cards in our deck so we can...
And now we can refill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And this is a good time to do it because now is when it will recycle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that's it.
So I'm looking. You can't build all of these.
No, you cannot. There will be 2 spaces here, 2 spaces here, and 1 more space there.
Oh, okay.
So there are a total of 9 spaces, including this one,
Okay.
but there are 11 buildings. So you will never be able to build all of the buildings.
Wow. What's underneath all of these? I mean, I'm not the other side of the card, but the...
So that allows you to spend a worker to get any one of the 3 basic resources.
Okay.
This one allows you to spend a worker to just draw a card,
Okay.
which could be useful.
Maybe.
And this one allows you to spend a worker for 2 more cowrie shells.
Okay. Yeah. I definitely like this one the best.
Speaking of, the new ability that we unlocked is we can discard a card for 2 cowrie shells.
Okay. Discarding. We're not trashing it.
Right.
We're not...
No,
okay.
no. That's this symbol right here.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Okay, so we are done with taking actions. We will return the barge to the leftmost unbuilt canal card. And then we will suffer attacks. So,
All
just
right.
this one,
We bribed him.
and we are bribing him.
Because we killed that other guy.
Yep. And that's going away. And now we refresh the card row. So this is going to move over here. Now the bummer is we now have 2 of these. So he's going to move over here and we're gaining 2 more cards. It is becoming more and more necessary to have enough people and provisions to get out there and kill off the barbarians. All right. Now we are going to harvest. So we're going to draw this one card, and then we have to move the flood because we're reshuffling the deck.
Wow, the bribing things over there are interesting.
Yeah.
Here's an archer or a rider. You're just throwing your guys at them.
Uh-huh. Well, they're going over there to negotiate and may or may not have returned.
So are we flipping these over?
Yes.
Okay. 2,
Oh, I didn't do that before I...
3.
Yep. All right. These are our new cards for this round. And we're also going to get 2 white and a black workers. That's in addition to the ones that we're taking back from the spaces.
Okay, 2 white and a black.
We will get 1 more of any color right here, but we'll do that in a minute. We get 2 cowrie shells and 1 provision.
1 provision. Okay.
Cool. And what is the 1 other colored worker that we'd like to get?
Right.
So we have a blue one.
Looks
We
like...
do not have any reds though, so we should probably get red.
Okay. Agreed.
Okay. Now, having said that, I think the first thing we're going to want to do is build another canal because that'll open up another building spot and some other stuff without gaining us another card that we have to do. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 laborers and 2 shells.
Okay.
We'll move that over there. And the bummer about this is we have to trash 2 cards.
Oh.
So we will gain a wood, a clay, and we will trash 2 cards.
Oh my goodness.
And this will go in that other spot. 1, 2. Okay, but we also now have the ability to spend a white worker and a provision for 1 of any color. But that's not super helpful at the moment. Okay. Well...
we need more peeps.
Yep.
So we can put somebody here to gain another color.
Uh-huh.
Do
We also need more provisions.
want to put a black one here to gain a blue?
That's kind of what I'm thinking also.
Okay.
The bummer is we will not have these 2.
So we could turn in 1 of the cowrie shells for a provision.
2.
Two, I mean.
Yep. Boy, we're not doing all that hot right now. I think we're gonna have to in order to deal with that guy. Although...
Either that or we're using those to bribe him.
So we will get a provision if we build another building. Oh, I totally forgot about our cards over here.
I know, I'm going, wow, where's all of our stuff? Okay, now we can get some more laborers.
So we could turn in this to get another clay to open up this space, which may be okay. That's all right there. It helps us with building, but the bummer is these over here may be a little bit more beneficial for the long term.
And they don't cost as much.
Right.
Well, at least this one doesn't.
So I'm thinking...
I feel like we need to build this one so we can get another white guy.
Let's take this back for now, since I remember that we had these.
Okay.
So, in fact, what I'm kind of thinking is let's trash this guy so we can get a white and a yellow, and that way we have this yellow for that
okay.
in the future, and we have another white, another laborer for other stuff.
Okay, white and yellow. And then do we want to build one of these? So we can get another white guy? Because
that might be a good idea.
They can be black, and then we can always place them there.
I mean, I'd like to build another one of these, but because that makes them more universally usable, but maybe we should get more first. So, okay, let's do that.
Okay.
There we go. And we're building that, which gains us a provision right now.
Okay.
So now we have our 2 provisions that we can go and take him out. It might be a good idea to hold on to these. I'm going to put them there. So we need
So we're looking
another
at
guy.
potentially just bribing.
Shoot.
Do we want to just bribe everybody?
You know what? That might be the best idea.
I mean, I definitely don't want to trash any
Well,
cards.
so the problem with that is that means that all 3 of these are going to shift down too. So they'll go all the way down to over here. Oh, I just realized we could spend a provision to get a yellow one here rather than trashing that. So maybe we want to do that instead. Yeah, let's do that instead.
Okay.
And then let's also spend this one to gain that provision and a shell back.
Okay.
Okay. And then, oh. Oh, I keep doing that. Okay, let's not do that yet. Let's do this one to gain a provision and a shell.
Okay.
And there's no reason for us to need more than 1 more provision, so we're going to do that to gain another provision. And now we can spend 1 provision for this white guy.
Okay.
Then we're going to put him here and get a blue one.
And get a blue one. Okay.
And now we're going to spend 2 provisions to get to him and these to defeat him.
Okay. All right. So taking
All right,
somebody
that's that
out.
guy. And we're going to get 2 shells and 2 shells and 1 wood for him.
Shells of wood.
Which will set us up pretty well for the next round, which we're going to want to... Oh, we can't build anymore until we reveal this, which will force more barbarians into the mix. So...
And we can't build any more buildings right now because there's nothing else available.
Right.
So we're set up to bribe those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, do we want to just go ahead and gain that clay for now? And we'll put this in our discard pile.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Well, we have a lot of resources.
Yep. Which is not the best thing in the world.
I mean, we can turn those shells into pretty much anything.
Mm-hmm.
Except for people. We can't turn the shells into people.
Right, which is why, as I mentioned at the beginning, people can tend to be the most valuable things. So, yeah, let's just stick with that.
All right, we're not trashing cards. We're not getting attacked because we took care of it.
So this will go back here. We need to suffer attacks. So these 2 guys are gone.
Right.
Then we're going to refresh the card row. So this is going to go over here because we have to add 2 more barbarians. 1, 2, and then you can refresh that.
Not good.
All right.
Not good.
Back to harvest. Wow. So we're going to draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They take so many to actually defeat.
Yeah. All right. These are our new cards, and I'm going to try and take those back right away.
Did you say that if you can't add another barbarian, then you're overrun and you lose?
If after adding barbarians, then every space is filled, so there are 7 barbarians, then yes, we lose.
Okay.
So, by the way, you'll notice, so this adds a card and this adds a card.
Okay.
Once we completed this. So if we are able to get over here and complete all of them, we will have to have 5 empty rows or empty spots and only have 2 left because we'll be adding 4 cards. And so even if we can complete this final one, if we can't finish out the row or the round and move all the barbarians over and still have some room left, then we still lose.
Okay.
So just so you know.
This is really challenging.
It is, yeah, but it's fun. So you'll see, because we'll go ahead and go over what happens at the end.
Okay.
The more you win, the harder the game it gets. So every one of those winning, these final things here,
They don't make it easier, they make it harder?
Every one of the winning ones makes the game a little harder.
Oh my gosh.
Every one of the losing ones makes the game a little easier.
So it's like Pandemic Legacy.
Yeah.
If you
kind of.
lose, you get extra resources to help you win. And if you win, they go, oh, you don't need these extra resources,
Right.
and they take them away.
Okay, so I drew my 4 cards. We're going to get 1, 2, 3 laborers.
3 laborers.
1 rider.
Yep.
And 1 more of any color.
Right.
So let's remember that.
Right. And then we have cards.
By
that
the way,
could
this
get
comes
us
over here.
Every color but blue.
Yeah. So we should probably gain
I think
blue.
we should gain a blue.
Well, hold on. Maybe we will want to do like these 2 guys instead. So maybe we'll want a yellow or a red. But we can't get a red
Let's
either.
see. The white guy can be turned into a black guy. So we could defeat that guy. Although it costs a lot to get to.
The next time we build a canal, it's gonna make more barbarians come in, so we should probably try and wait on that. So meaning we cannot build any more buildings for a little while. In any case, okay, so we get 1, 2 cowrie shells and a provision.
Okay. We have a lot of shells.
Yep.
Which means we could potentially we can do this any number of times.
Yep.
Several provisions. So.
And let's not forget we can spend a provision and a person to get any
Okay.
color person.
Okay. So for our free guy, since we can turn white guys train them to be riders, I think we should do the blue.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Let's do that.
Either that or the red, but
Yeah, let's do the blue.
because we also need a blue guy if we want to bribe him too.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways to do this. Let's do these 2 and just get the red and the black. Okay, so at the moment, we're looking at that and potentially that. Okay, we could also get another red from here.
Oh, I just can't believe how hard this is. This is
Let's
crazy.
use this white one to get another blue.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and defeat him.
Okay.
So we will need 1 more provision. Let's use these 2 conch shells to gain a provision. So I'm just going to hand them to you. So we've gotten there.
Okay.
We've defeated this. We've defeated her.
Right.
So we gain another laborer and a shell.
Oh,
Cowrie shell.
nice.
I think I called him a conch shell before.
Conch shells look different.
Yes, quite different.
Conch shells are awesome.
Okay. So the next one we could do, we'll need 2 reds. Can we get 2 reds? So we could do this twice, provided we have enough provisions. And okay, so let's do that to gain 1 more provision and 1 more shell. Now, let's get 1, 2, 3 more provisions with these shells.
Okay, so 6 shells become 3 provisions. 1, 2, 3.
So what we can do with this is spend 2 along with these to
Right.
gain 2 more red. And then we will spend these to get to that guy. And we'll spend all these to defeat him.
Okay, that sounds good to me.
All right, so that's happening. We will get another shell and another laborer.
Another shell and another laborer. Okay.
All
All right.
Not doing too bad now.
No. Do we have enough to bribe them? No.
We will need a blue and a provision. Okay, the provision is gotten easily enough. And let's just go ahead and do that to get another laborer.
Okay.
Okay. We will have to do this to get a blue one. And let's just do that.
Or trash.
Oh,
this
I keep
card.
forgetting about those. And we had a red one up here that we could have gotten instead of doing that other thing.
That's all right. Maybe we want to put it on our deck. Do we want to trash?
We can't use the red from here. The only things we can do from here are pay that to get that, or pay that to put it in our deck.
Oh, okay. So we can't get that blue one.
No.
Okay.
But we could get the red one.
So we would have to do
but
this
let's
to get the blue one.
not. Yeah, let's just go ahead and put this in the deck.
Okay. So we don't get anything. We're just
Yeah.
putting that in a deck. Okay.
So yeah, let's pay these two
To get a red one,
to get a red one,
right?
or a blue one.
Blue one. Sorry.
And then we'll pay these two for a provision so we can do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So we are
I need a drink again.
we
Judge, hold on,
are
grab that.
bribing people.
I didn't finish this later.
So provision. So we'll be bribing those two to get them to leave us alone for one more round.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we do anything else?
Wow.
The flood will move, but that's okay. We got plenty of cards here.
And we have everything to build building, but we don't have anywhere to put
Right.
it.
So in the next round, we're probably just going to have to go ahead and do that because we need more. We've been getting enough white guys. We need to open up their ability to do other things.
Yeah.
So we need to open this up so that we can build a building so that we can fight more people.
Right. I kind of wish we could turn some of these provisions back into other things.
You mean resources?
Yeah.
All right, I think that's going to have to be the end of the round.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to suffer attacks. So we're going to bribe him, and
Yep.
we're going to bribe him. That's the same guy.
Oh, worthless people.
And
They're
refresh
twins.
the card row. So we're going 2 over because we have to put 2 more out. Uno,
Only
dos.
flipping over one.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, we're almost out of this. Does this get shuffled? If
Yeah.
it runs out?
Yeah, that's not a big deal. Okay, so harvest. We're going to draw more cards, which means the flood moves.
Boom. Or should I say, whoosh.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as long as we don't have
Provided
to
we don't
discard
trash
any.
anything.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is what we have here.
Nice. All right.
So
Harvest.
we're going to get 1, 2, 3 laborers.
2, 3
One
laborers.
rider.
One rider.
One of any color, which we should probably make yellow
Okay.
or blue or red. Oh, these guys come back. Let's. What do you think we'll
All
probably
right.
make?
I'm going to put them right here so that we can
Okay,
think
that's a
about
good
it.
call.
But here's the rest
Okay.
of these.
And then we will get 2 more
2
shells and 1 more provision.
and a provision. Okay. So we were going to
Yeah.
do
so
that, correct?
which of these
Okay.
are we going to do? By the way, when we build a building, we can get one of those. So let's get the red one. Let's do that when we build a building. So let's not take a red one now.
Okay. So we're down to the blue or the yellow.
And so let's do the opposite of what we build. So let's build the yellow one because there's more yellows coming up.
Okay.
So
then
let's take the blue.
The blue right now.
Which you-
Oh, I already left in there. Okay. They're
Okay.
all over the place.
First thing though we want to do is, we're going to trash some cards right here, which means it will be only 1 more. Okay,
No!
so we're going to do that. We're going to sacrifice these 3. Well,
Sacrifice.
they're going to do their labor. And do that. This will go over here. We will get 1 clay, 1 wood, and we will trash 2 cards.
Aww. That's so sad.
It is, yeah.
That is really sad.
All right, and that goes back in that
Okay.
file folder.
Dang. All right.
We did, though, unlock the ability to turn in 4 shells for 1 laborer.
All right. So we can turn something back in
Mm-hmm.
to turn it into magically turn it into a person.
Okay, so let's do this. We're going to do that, and 3 wood.
3 wood. Correct.
There you go. And we'll build this.
Okay.
And that will go there, which will give us a red worker.
Right now?
Yep.
Oop.
Okay. Now we need more provisions.
How do we
don't
run out of
have
shells?
any way of getting provisions up there.
Okay. Did we?
That really stinks. Oh,
You
keep doing that. Okay, so provision and shell.
Correct. Good.
And I forgot to look at these too.
I know there's people.
So we have a
There's people
red
all
one
over the
here.
place.
We didn't even need that red one. Actually, okay, in that case, we want to build on the black because we need more black.
Okay. All right. So we built on the black. Took
Okay.
the black.
Then we're gonna gain a, well, we don't need that right now. Let's gain the yellow one,
Yellow.
and let's go ahead and take care of this guy. So 2 provisions to get there, and these 3,
Okay.
we'll
Sounds
take
good.
care of him. That's this guy. We'll get 2 shells and 1 clay.
Dead. 2 shells and 1 clay. And then do we have
Mhm.
to?
He's
There's-
dead.
Okay. There's nothing.
No.
No bad stuff happens. Okay. Only good stuff.
Yep. Okay. And now, so we've got that, and we could even do this. We just need more provisions. So let's go ahead and do that to gain 1 provision, and this to gain another
To gain
provision.
another provision. Correct.
And then we have 2 provisions.
Okay. So we're defeating that guy.
We're defeating that guy,
Okay.
and he will gain us a shell and another laborer.
Good job, peeps. A shell and another laborer.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, we're moving and shaking here.
Uh-huh. So we could bribe that guy.
Mhm. Yeah, we got plenty of
which
these.
I think we probably should.
Yeah, let's
Because
save that
I
to
don't see
bribe
how
him.
we're going to get enough people to do that.
We have the potentiality to get that. So yeah,
Actually-
let's go ahead and let's get 1 more laborer and a red one.
Okay, and a red one. All right.
We aren't going to be able to get enough provisions to get there. Yeah. We could potentially get 1 more provision. And we could even do this to gain a blue guy to go and take care of her. But we don't have enough provisions for that.
Mm-mm.
That would be 1 more. This would be 2 more. And we don't have any way of getting another provision there.
Right. Do we want to take this card for the wood, or do we want to put it into
Did I use
our-
that or did I stick that?
Yeah, you used it.
Okay.
Yeah, you had put it here and then you took it back.
What about this one?
I'm pretty sure you
Okay.
did.
I think so too. Anyway,
I don't remember what you did with it, but I'm pretty sure you used it.
Yep.
So, do we want to put this in our discard pile, or do we
Yeah.
want to just take it for the wood?
I don't think wood will do us any good right this second.
Okay. Since it's free,
Mm-hmm.
so we're putting it in our discard pile. Do we want to take this card as well by turning in our 2 shells for a provision, or do we want to leave that there?
Well, we should go ahead and do this and gain a provision.
Oops, yeah. Do we not have a red guy to bribe her?
Is that what that was?
I don't know.
Okay. I think I already had one there and we used a provision and I didn't.
I don't know. Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I think
Feel
this
like
was
we're
the other way
cheating.
around. I think this was the other way around. I had already used that to gain a provision, but I had not yet done that. I put that there to see. And I shouldn't have put it in there. I should have put it above. I know I didn't do one of them and I don't remember which one it was.
I feel like we're cheating. Are we cheating?
But yeah, because this could go here.
I just
You can tell us, but one way or the other, I don't know.
one
It
way
was
or the
one of
other. This is
these-
what we're doing. Apparently,
It was one of these, and I don't think I turned that in because I knew that we would need it here.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't watching you.
I don't remember.
I can't.
Oh well. this happens in
I
games.
can't watch
so
you
just
24/7. Mark.
unless we stop the video now and rewatch it right now, which we're not going to do. We're just not going to worry about it. It's it's one or the other. It's
I
not
think
that
we're
big
gonna
of a
lose
deal.
anyway.
I don't know. It's gonna be a close one.
Okay.
All right. So since we do have this, let's go ahead and do
We
that.
can't.
What do you mean we can't? We can't what?
It's not white,
Oh, you're right.
right? Or no, we can
no,
put any
we
guy
can
there.
put one there. We just don't get a white one. Yes.
Ah.
So do we want a red, a blue, or a yellow? Let's make it a red or a blue. And let's make it a red.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
Although we're gonna get a red one here. Let's get a blue.
I'm just so confused over why there was a red guy there. Because why would
Yeah.
we have put a red guy there? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, I had put one here, thinking about what I wanted to do with things, and I didn't get anything back for it, and I don't remember what, again.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. Okay, we're gonna be close to building another building here, but I don't think we can really do anything about that right now. So the question is, do we want to put another one of these cards here?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Let's do it.
Yeah. All right.
Which
so
one
we're
do we
turning
want?
these in to get a provision, and
This one will get us 2 people if we trash it. So let's get that one.
okay.
Okay, let's call that good.
Okay.
Move this over here. And now we will suffer attacks. So we're gonna bribe him,
Mm-hmm.
and we're gonna bribe her.
Mm-hmm.
And then these move 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh. And we only get one new one coming up.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Okay. And refresh the card row. Cool. So harvest. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Still alive.
We're gonna get 1, 2, 3 laborers, 1 rider,
There's one rider.
1 more of any color.
Okay.
Why don't you do that same thing you did before? Let's put a red or a blue one there.
One more of any color. Well, I'm going to put a yellow as well because you just don't know. All right.
Well, we have any white one is also a yellow one.
I see. Okay.
That's why
right.
I did that.
That's right.
Okay. Then we get 1, 2, 3 shells and 1 provision.
We get 3 shells and 1 provision.
And this
Okay.
is what we have to work with. I will do that and keep it in my hand so I don't forget that it's over here. Okay.
We have this line of laborers.
Which is good because the more laborers we have, the more potentiality we have for other things. So I think it would be very useful right now, since we're gonna have to reshuffle anyway. Let's go ahead and build this so we have more spaces and we have the ability to do this other thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we need 2 white guys, and we can turn our third
Well-
white guy into a yellow.
Yeah, maybe actually we should focus on doing this instead, because that's a lot of workers. Yeah, we really should do that. Okay. Scratch that. Let's
What?
get a provision and a shell.
Changing the plan.
Mhm. And we're going to gain,
We need provisions.
yeah,
We should just trash that card to get 3 provisions.
maybe. Hold the phone. So we can get a provision here. And we
No? Okay. Where did that phrase come from? Does anyone know?
Okay. So this is going to be the easiest one because we can do that, and then we need a red one from somewhere.
Okay, well, we still haven't.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Okay, we're taking
So
our
we're
red
taking
guy
a red
for this one right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so we will
And
spend
we only need 1 provision.
1 provision to get there,
Okay, so we're doing this right now.
and we're using those guys. We're trashing this. We
What
will
do we get?
1 shell and draw a card.
1 shell and draw a card.
Oh, that gets us a red one.
Ooh.
So, let's see, yellow is easy to come by. We can't get a blue without doing this.
We have a blue.
Oh, you're right. Okay,
So
let's put
let's
that
just
there.
do that one right now.
Yeah, let's do. Okay, there's that.
We just need one more provision.
Let's, because I'm not sure if we want to trash this card or not yet. So
That's
let's
fine. We
hold
can
on to
use
that.
Our
We'll
shells.
do this.
Okay. All right, so we paid our 2 provisions to get there, and then those
There
defeat
we go.
the foe.
She will give us 2 shells
Ah.
and a wood.
2 shells.
Okay, and at this point, because we're gaining 3 barbarians, we are at least not going to lose
Okay.
this round. All right.
So we have enough to bribe the rest of them if we wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Or we could build another building potentially. And actually, I think that would be a really good idea. Let's do this. Gain 1 of those, which you don't need to worry about, because
Okay.
we're just going to turn all of those in to build this building and gain a red worker.
Okay. Red worker, which is the fighter.
Yep. And that opens up this space.
Okay.
And we also get to read 11.
Ooh, 11 golden turtles.
All right. While walking among the workers today, I spoke with a forester who had the most wonderful ideas about the ways we are using the trees we fell as we dig. This will surely make our work easier as we move downriver. File the constructed hut card in the box under history.
Okay.
Find card 40 in the story deck and file it in the box under huts and canals for future games.
Oh, 40. Okay.
That is nice because this one will be one of the first ones.
Story.
So it will be shuffled into the next rounds
Okay.
or the next games set of 1 and 2. And it has a fairly cheap cost
Mhm.
and it does not include trashing a card,
Nice.
which is very nice.
That is really nice.
But it doesn't help us in this game.
Okay, and that goes here, I believe. Wait, what did it say? Under history?
No.
This
The
one.
Canals, yeah.
Huts and canals. Okay.
Okay, let's try and take out at least one more guy. We can do that, and we can get another red one there.
Okay.
And this can be a white one.
Right, that could be a yellow one.
This
It is. It's already white.
can be a yellow
Mark
one.
doesn't know his colors.
Okay, and let's just do this for a provision.
Okay.
This for a white. And we'll put that white one here to get another
You sure
provision.
you want to do this
Yeah.
just for a provision and not
Yes.
3?
Yes.
You don't want to trash that for 3?
No, we don't have enough guys to take it to do that. So I need another white one.
I thought I just gave you one white
Nope.
one. Okay.
And
Are you sure? I thought I
oh,
just...
you did, and we put it there. Yes. Oops. Okay, but you didn't give me the provision.
Cheating again.
That's what you didn't give me. I knew you didn't give me something. Okay, these 2 will get us there,
Okay.
and this guy will give us 3 more shells.
Oh. Wow. We're
Right?
flush with,
Flush with shells.
cowrie shells.
All right, so bummer is we don't have any way of getting any more workers right now. Otherwise, I would consider doing this. All right, he's dead.
Well, we can turn in 4 shells for a worker.
We'd have to get 2 workers, and do
Why?
we have enough?
Why do we need 2 workers? Yeah, we have 2 right there.
Yes, we need a black, a yellow,
Oh, I didn't see the
white,
black.
and a white.
The light was shining on it.
Um,
I could not see that there was a 4th one. Okay, you're right.
And then in addition to that, we would need 3 more shells, and we don't have enough for all of that.
Right.
So
So we need a wood
since these,
so that we
we
can
need a wood.
bribe this guy right here.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Okay, because we have the 2 for that.
Yep.
Okay, let's spend the 3 shells for a wood.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do that.
Oh, no. We're gonna put this guy here. And get a wood. So you get 3 shells back
And a wood.
and a wood. Okay, we'll put that there.
Okay.
And then we're also gonna use this guy because we get him back.
right.
We're gonna use that guy and gain, let's gain a blue one. Yeah.
Blue. blue
Okay.
guy.
And I think that will have to be it.
All right, and
Oh,
then this
yeah.
one's free.
So let's take
So
that.
we'll put that in there.
And you know what? Let's spend 2 shells to gain a provision and gain this one as well.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, I like it.
Okay, that was a pretty decent turn.
So return the barge. We don't need to. Suffer attacks. We're going to bribe him
We are bribing.
and him. And then we will refresh. So you're going to go 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And we needed to shuffle this.
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to harvest. So we gain 1. We're going to have to reshuffle this so the flood moves again.
The flood waters rise. Oh, that's a different game.
Yes.
Forbidden Island. Okay.
3 and 4.
How? Oh, and then take
We
this
get all
back.
these guys back.
All right, how many laborers?
So 3 laborers.
3 laborers.
1 rider, 1 of any color. So go ahead and again pull out a blue and a red.
1 rider. 1 of any color. Put that here.
These are our cards for this round.
Lots of provisions.
Yep.
Good.
Which is really
I think
good.
we're gonna need that. We've got a lot of people.
We
over
will
here.
get 1, 2, 3 shells and 1 provision.
1, 2, 3 shells and 1 provision.
All right.
Okay.
And I'd really like to do this, but we need to beat at least enough of these. We need to at least get 3 of these guys back.
Okay.
So let's focus on that first. So we have these 2. We'll make that one a blue guy.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. We don't need to do that because we still haven't chosen.
Oh, you're right.
So there
Okay.
we go. See, that's a good idea to put that
To
there.
put that there? No, we can see.
All right. We'll get 2 more provisions from that card.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, and we only need 1 to get up here,
Yep.
right? So I'll put that over there.
Yeah, and let's do that right now.
He is just done.
And we get 3 more shells from
Okay. Wow,
defeating
we are
him.
almost out of shells here. 1, 2, 3. There's only 2
Okay.
left.
They are intended to be limited, but we can do this.
Yeah.
So we can always, if we get some and we don't have
Right,
enough,
trade
then
it
we
in
trade
and
some in and get that
And
anyway.
then get it back. Okay.
Yep.
All right, so who else? We can only turn white ones into black and yellow.
Oh, so that's a problem. Well, we got a red one right here.
Okay, so we'll do that. Huh.
Huh?
So
is
we
right.
can do this to get a different
Yep.
color, and we can do this to get a different color. Might as well do that one
So-
now.
Let's do that and gain a red.
Okay.
And let's do that since we don't have to mess with that right
Mhm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just do this. So 2 provisions to
Yeah.
get there.
Okay.
Turn these in to take
Yep.
her
And
out.
this guy.
And that will be number 12.
Ooh.
It is days like this that make me yearn for home. There are still people, our people, who do not see. They cannot see that the work we are doing is for all of the Empire. They only see a chance to take. My heart bleeds for them in their ignorance, just as my men bleed for our work to carry on. We pushed back a strong foe, but the cost of our own warriors is high. My thoughts will be with the rest of my warriors tonight as they remember the fallen. File the defeated barbarian card in the box under history, take 2 damage and gain 3 cowrie shells. So we gain 3 shells.
Take
and
2
we
damage.
Take 2 damage. Boom, boom.
Oh,
And I just
no.
realized we never put a card here. And maybe we should.
Oh no. 3 cowrie shells?
Yeah.
Well, we can only take 2. So do
Okay.
we want to turn 2 of them in for a provision?
Yes. So we'll turn
Okay,
2
so
in
turning
provision.
2 in for a provision, and then now we can take the 3
Yep.
shells. So that damage is trashing a card, basically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, damage is always trashing a card.
Okay, I didn't... oh, damage destroy. You're right, okay.
Yeah. I forgot we could do these also. So as we sit, we could get away with taking 3 more of these guys. And I kind of think it would be a good idea to get the next area uncovered.
So wait, this is 1, 2. So we have to move
Mm-hmm.
3 down. Oh, and so it could replace one of these.
It would replace one of those. So
do we need to bribe them unless we want to trash a bunch of cards? So we need 2 wood.
we can get 2 wood. That's not a problem. Okay. I'm going to do this. We're going to do that and spend 3 cowrie shells. We have to destroy 2 more cards.
Okay, hold on. Look. Oh, the 3 shells. And well, let's see what you're doing here. Okay, so we turned that into a yellow and a black. Perfect. Okay.
And we've just finished that, which means we get to read 34. Not all people can come and assist in this grand work. Defeating the floods will be a boon to us all. But life carries on in the small things as well as the large. Nearby villages do what they can to help, but they must still farm, forage, fight, and thrive. So it is, with great pride in our people and the deepest of honor, that I accepted a gift today from a family from the nearby mountains. They see what we are doing and how it benefits all. They are grateful for the work, but they cannot see how grateful I am to them. So, file the constructed canal card in the box under History.
Okay.
Find card 37
Ooh.
and file it in a box under Huts and Canals and gain 2 provisions.
37. Whoa! Look how many cards you have to trash. That is
That's horrible.
terrible. How many?
2 provisions.
2 provisions.
Which that's
Which we
very
needed.
helpful.
We
Yep.
needed those.
All right. So that goes in under Huts and Canals.
That's terrible.
Okay.
Okay, do we want to try to put a building there?
We don't have any
I don't
more
think we
workers.
can. And we still can tuck a card as well.
Yeah, I don't really
I
want
don't
to
wanna
tuck either of those.
Yep, I agree. Okay.
Well,
we need to set this up.
yeah. Well, both of these, there isn't any reason to do anything other than what they're for. So
Right.
2 provisions and 2 shells.
Okay. 2 provisions and 2 shells. Okay.
And
Well, we
then,
have quite a
we
few
have no more
provisions.
workers left, so we're just going to have to gain some wood, and we have the shells for him. So, should we just go 3 and 3?
Mm-hmm.
That's a steep price.
It
I don't
is.
like it
For wood, I know.
for 2 wood,
Ugh.
but it is what it is.
Do we want to draw a card? Or save everything?
Oh, hold on. Bring those back. That is not a bad idea.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, let's do that. So we're going to spend 2 and 2 since we have them. And that, since it's a gold one, it allows us to draw a card directly from here.
Oh.
And that's a 1 wood. So there we go. We'll gain 1 wood there.
So then we're just turning in 3?
Yes.
You're giving me 2.
Okay, I was just doing math in my head. Okay, so we have the wood
Was it
there, we have the wood there. Whee! Okay, so let's go ahead and finish that up.
So this is free. And
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
thank you.
either take
Yeah,
a blue
let's take
guy
it.
or put it in our...
And maybe we should do that too. I'd like to add as many in here as possible.
Okay. Okay.
Because we only have 1 canal left, and we need to really set ourselves up so that
Okay.
we can take as many turns as we need to make sure that we can build that and defeat enough of these.
Okay.
So we'll do that, put that there.
Okay.
Okay, so this will go here. We only have 1 canal space left.
I thought we
Woohoo!
would be dead by now.
All right, and we're going to suffer attacks. So we're bribing him and these 2. And then refresh. So these are going to go over here.
We have 1
And we have 1.
that we are bringing up. That's terrible. I don't see how we're going to be able to do this, but I haven't played this before, so.
And 2 and 3.
So we just need to build that other canal space? Is that the only thing that we need to do?
And clear this out so there are only 2 barbarians left.
Okay, so we need to build the canal space and kill 4 barbarians.
Really, we have to kill 3 barbarians no matter what. So if we can't build this, we need to at least kill 3 barbarians.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. And these are our cards this round. And we get 1, 2, 3 laborers, 1 rider. Put a red and a blue one here. We will get 1, 2, 3 shells and 1 provision.
1, 2, 3 shells and 1 provision.
All right.
So
and I'm going to say,
this guy is right here.
And this comes back here. Okay. From the cards that we could tuck, I'd like to tuck this one because this will still give us those as we use them, and yellow counts as any of them.
Okay.
So we're going to tuck that. Okay. So then, boy, we need a lot of workers here. We might have to trash some cards. All right.
So we're not building anything else right now because that's what we need to focus on is either defeating the barbarians or building the last.
Kinda. And we don't have any way of getting enough resources to build anything anyway.
Right. So then we don't need to worry about that. Okay.
Yeah. So to start off with, oh boy, we're gonna have a fun time trying to get the right things. So let's try and focus on these 2. They'll take more provisions, but they'll take less things, and then we have to kill 1 more. And
wow.
Maybe we should go for this one. Because again, those are the ones that these fit with. Okay. So
I think we might need to trash
let's
those.
trash that one at least.
So we get a white,
and a red,
which is the laborer and the fighter.
Let's gain a blue one from this.
Okay.
Okay. So we have 2 provisions and 2 yellows and a red for that.
Okay.
So she is dead, and we gain 3 shells.
Nice.
How many shells are left after that?
3.
Okay. So we're still okay. Then let's gain a provision for that. And then we have
defeat that one.
Yep. 2 provisions, 2 yellow and a blue.
Yep, those become yellow.
Then we'll defeat her. And we get a shell and a laborer.
Okay.
Man. Okay. And we have to defeat at least 1 more.
Okay, we could turn this into a blue, and then we need 3 provisions.
At the same time, we have a black here. Let's see. Although maybe we should do that so we have more. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Yes.
If we trash this, would we get all... Oh wait, never mind. That's not a... That's not one of these cards.
We need to do that. And that'll be okay. Okay, let's just go ahead and gain our white worker and the clay for no reason.
You don't want to trash those to get
No.
guys? Okay.
In the next round, we can start trashing stuff because it won't matter
Okay.
at that point. Okay. So We're gonna try for this one, I think, right? So that's 2 black. This one becomes a blue. That can go there. This will become a provision. And then we need 2 more provisions.
So 4 shells, 2 more provisions. So did we do it?
Yep.
3 provisions and 3 guys. Yep. Okay.
And we get 1 more white back and a shell.
White and a shell. Okay.
Okay,
How many
we
shells
don't
do
have
we
enough to do that. We wouldn't want to anyway. We need that, and we have 1 that will take care of the white, the yellow. Okay, so we're gonna spend these to gain a wood.
I don't see anything else, so yes.
Put that in the wrong spot.
I did put that in the wrong spot. I just dumped it in the big
Okay,
area.
that will be it.
And
So,
what do we have? We have a clay left and that's it?
yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna suffer attacks. So we'll get rid of that, and that, and that.
Wow.
And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. And again, 1 of those. Okay. And now we're back to harvest. So we have 2. Yep.
Whoosh.
And now we can, there's no reason to do anything
Okay.
but trash them. Because,
So we have to defeat 4
yep.
and build that canal.
Yeah, at least in the next 2 rounds. We have enough cards that we don't have to do it in this round.
Okay. Will building the canal reveal another one of these?
Yes. That's
So-
why we have to defeat 4.
Okay.
Okay, this is what we have. That's pretty good to work with right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
and we are going to get 1, 2, 3 white workers,
1, 2, 3 laborers.
a black and a yellow.
Black and a yellow. A rider and an archer.
Hmm.
And then I have the
Yep. And then we will get 3 shells and 1 provision.
3 shells and 1 provision. Wow. All right. I don't know how we're going to pull this off.
I think we might just get
I
it.
have my doubts.
Okay, so let's try and set these aside. We're going to need a blue one, so let's go ahead and take the blue one from there.
Okay.
And we'll also need 3 shells. Now we could get more shells up here, so we could potentially use these to get provisions to get up there.
Okay.
But let's just go ahead and start trashing these cards. 2 provisions and a shell.
2 provisions and a shell.
2 provisions and a white worker.
2 provisions and a laborer. We definitely need those 2 red
Okay,
ones.
yep. Let's get 2 reds.
2 fighters.
Man, I wish we had more.
And I don't see why you wouldn't just trash that last one.
Yeah. Okay. Oops.
Black and provision. Okay.
So can we do this?
And then we get this for free.
Wow.
So do we want to trash this
Um,
to take the provision in the shell? Or do we want to put it here? Because we're not going to be able to use it.
yeah. Yeah, go ahead
So,
and provision in a shell.
wait, are we trashing it to get the top one? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Or are we trashing it to get the red one?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay, the bummer is we don't have nearly enough workers to do everything. So I
Okay,
think,
so we need to kill some guys that's going to give us
yeah,
either workers or shells.
we may, oh yeah, yeah, we can do that. The bummer is, again, we have the wrong color workers.
Okay, well, this one takes care of that with 2 provisions.
Okay.
That's just done right there.
Yeah, okay, good
Right?
call.
Okay. And that gives us a shell and a laborer. Is
Yep.
that correct? Shell and a laborer. Okay.
And these are all the wrong colors is the bummer.
Okay, well, oh yeah.
So
you're
we
right.
could do this, but again, we have the wrong colors for everything else. Okay, so let's look at this one potentially. What would we need? So this could become a blue. And then this with one of these could become another blue. And that leaves us with this. I think that's enough. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay. So give me a blue.
okay, so we're turning that into a blue.
Give me another blue.
We're turning this one in here to get another blue. Okay.
Then we're getting a provision.
This is being turned in to get a provision. Okay, so we
Okay.
got the
So now we have 2 provisions. Oh, we don't even need
No,
that.
it's just one.
Excuse me. 1 provision, so maybe we didn't need to turn that in, but that's okay. 1 provision and these
What did we turn in to get a provision?
2 shells.
Oh, 2 shells. Okay.
All right, we're getting
fine.
1 more shell,
One more shell.
and we get to draw another card,
Oh.
which is maybe not all that useful. But we'll gain a wood and a worker.
And a white laborer. Okay.
This may be worth doing.
So
that
we can
for.
kill that guy.
So we would need to kill 2 more of these guys in order to get this done this round. In fact, we have to do that if we do this at all. Well, that's kind of saying the same thing again. Okay, well, let's at least knock that guy off. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he's going to give us more shells, which will be really nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, there you go.
So 3 provisions to get to him, 3 guys to defeat him. The white ones become black.
2 shells and a clay.
Oh, 2 shells and a clay. Okay. All right. So we need to bribe that guy with the clay. Right? We need to bribe this guy with 2 shells.
Well, let's try. That's a good point there too.
It's just we need to bribe at least 2 of them.
Unless we can kill 1 more, and then it isn't that big of a deal, because we
Okay.
have this.
Good point. Well, what is this going to reveal? Is this going to give us something good? This might give us something good. We're going to read a passage that might get us something good.
Oh, that I don't know, and at that point, I don't know that it's worth the risk, right? Because we could say, okay, let's not do this. Let's kill 1 or 2 more of these guys,
Mm-hmm.
and then set ourselves up really well for the next round, as opposed to attempting now and then failing because we screwed that up. So if we don't spend these, we can potentially kill 1 or 2 more of these, and then we're really well off.
Well,
So
so
maybe we want to do that,
okay.
because right now, if we leave it as is, we will still have to kill 4. Because 3 more are going to come out.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be, and no, that doesn't matter where they are. So these would go here, and we'll have 3 more. Whereas if we can get rid of 2 more of these, then we'll only have 4, and we only need to kill 2.
Okay.
So if we can kill more of them this round and set ourselves up for next round,
Okay.
then we'll have an easier time of it. So let's do that instead. So
So we
got
can,
another blue.
We can. Let's see.
And because of the provision situation, let's go for that one.
How do we get 2 red? We don't have any way of getting 2 red guys.
Yeah, we're okay with that. So we'll go, let's get 2 more provisions here.
Oh, I see. I see what you're doing. Okay, 2 more provisions.
Okay, so then we're gonna go, that is a red,
This turns into a red.
and that is a
And
red,
that turns into a red. Okay, I see. Red.
and these guys are gonna go here. We'll spend 1 provision, boom,
Okay.
and we get 2 shells and another clay.
Okay.
Is this worth building, maybe? Probably not, but maybe it will be for the person. Nah.
Oh, we can't build. I see. We have the stuff to build that, but we don't have the stuff to build this.
Right.
That's a provision.
Although
putting something on there would give us that guy right away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We still
Which
have
may
to
be
bribe
worth
these
it.
guys.
Oh, right.
So you got to put a black guy there and Okay, because I don't think we have enough to
kill another one.
kill
I
another
don't think
one.
so either.
Oh, do we?
Well, so we could spend these to get another white one. But we have all the wrong colors.
Yeah.
And we don't have enough provisions
No.
by
You're right.
Nope. Nearly enough.
We need to bribe those
Okay.
guys. Okay.
So we'll use this to get another provision.
Great.
And I think we'd better call that good for now. So we're one less than we were before. We have one less that we have to kill in this next round. Look good?
Yeah, unless we want to build this building so that we can put it on top of there and get one of those guys now.
You know
So
what? That is 6-1, half a dozen
Instead
together.
of putting him on the
Yeah.
provision,
That's a good call.
do you
We'll
want to
do this.
Okay, so give me the provision back because
No, because we get it.
we get it. You're
Oh,
right.
wait, no. That we don't get it there. We get it when at the beginning of the next round.
Okay. So,
All right, so
instead we
let's
did this.
Take a blue
Okay.
one because that's the type that we can't just automatically get.
Right. So that
And
when we get
then-
one of these, we could get a red.
We'll put him on here.
Oh, perfect. Nice. Okay.
Okay, good. That was a decent round. We're gonna. I think we're gonna do it. So suffer attacks. We're bribing both of them. We're gonna refresh this row, so we get 1, 2, and 3. All right. And now we're harvesting.
Okay. So 4 cards.
2, 3, 4. We're going to get 3 laborers, 1 rider, 1 archer.
Take this guy back.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 laborers, 1 rider, 1 archer,
1
and then I
red or blue.
probably the red because we have a blue right there.
And let's see what we get here. We get a blue there as well.
Yeah, so probably the red
Okay.
because we can't make a red. Not with a white guy, at least.
Mhm. All right. 3 shells and 2 provisions.
2 provisions, 3 shells.
Okay. And now we kind of have to do this.
Yeah.
Yes, we absolutely have to do that. Which means we need these 2 and these. Okay, so we just have to do this now.
Okay. Yep. Ooh, we get to read more story.
All right, that will go there.
Okay, building
We
our
have to
last
trash
canal.
2 of these. Oh, that could be a problem. We can only not bribe 1.
Okay.
All right. 44. There it is. A commotion drew our attention over the river today. Shouts and crashing sounds bellowed from the forest. As we watched and listened, a resounding roar echoed out through the valley. My people flinched back from the shore, even though we were across the surging waters. A second yell preceded a figure breaking from the tree line and running for the river. It was a short-lived attempt at escape. For moments later, the source of his dismay came crashing from the forest. A huge bear, blue and brown in the fading light, arrows protruding from its fur. The man was running as if spurred on by his ancestors, but the bear was faster. I'm not sure what the barbarians did to anger the creature, but it was clearly unhappy about it. Once we are sure the animal is gone, we will send some men to bury what is left of the man. No one should be left like that.
Oh, yuck.
All right, file this under history, find card 54, and file it in the box under Hudson Canals.
54. Oh gosh, why are these trashing 3 cards? That's terrible.
Discard the leftmost barbarian card from above the board, if possible, without gaining its reward.
Oh, I'm not upset about that, right?
Well, I kind of wish we had done that first because this guy's going to cost 1 more provision, but it's all right.
Okay, but I mean, it's gone.
We wouldn't have known that, so yeah.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So what we need to do is take these 2 out. We have to take those 2 out, or we're going to lose. So we have that Let's just go ahead and turn this in for a shell. Since we can. And there's no reason to do any more building. And we're going to gain 2 provisions and a shell. That's going to get trashed. We are going to gain...
Ooh, we can draw cards.
Well, so here's the problem is we have to bribe them.
Yeah.
Or at least we have to bribe that one. Because we only have 1 card here. So we
Wait,
could...
I don't understand what the 1
so
card
we
means.
could draw this card.
Right.
But then we have none to discard. So if we discard, if we take damage and we can't take damage, then we die.
Why would we take damage?
If we can't bribe him, then we take damage. See, that's
Right. Well, why are you planning on taking damage?
if we need the people.
Okay.
So, okay. If you think that's a good idea, let's go ahead and do that. So a blue, and we're going to draw a card. That may or may not have been the best idea, because that's just more provisions in a shell. So let's do that. Take 2 more provisions in a shell.
Provisions in a shell. And we're just trashing
2 more
everything,
provisions in a shell.
right? Oh, 2 more.
Maybe, because we could discard this, and then it would go through and
But isn't
do
this
damage.
maybe
But
I don't understand. I thought this was the last thing.
it is, but we have to make it to the end of the round.
Right.
So if we need all of these guys to take these guys out,
Uh-huh.
and therefore we can't do that, then we need a card here to discard. Otherwise we lose.
Okay. Yeah. So I do understand. I guess
Okay.
I don't understand where your trail of your brain is going.
Gotcha. All right, let's go ahead and trash that one. And
Because we can turn 3 shells into a wood to bribe that guy. Or no, you're going to kill him.
yeah.
Okay.
Or I guess we have enough provisions for those 2. So let's not. Let's kill this one, because then we can just use, then we can just do that. Yeah, actually that's it. That's it. This becomes a red.
Okay. So we need 2 provisions to do that. Okay, so 2 provisions to get there. These 3 guys kill it,
Uh-oh.
right?
Yeah.
Then we get 3 more shells for beating this guy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Did we do something wrong?
We don't have a wood.
Yeah, we can trade 3 in for a wood.
That wasn't what I was saying. We have to draw a card for killing this one.
Oh, well then let's not kill that one. Let's
Kill that
bribe
one.
that
Duh.
instead.
Yeah, let's bribe that one and kill this one. Okay. So,
So 3 provisions,
provisions.
to get there. And then
Kill
these
that
were
one.
any color.
Yeah.
Okay.
we get to
Wait,
draw a card
Any
from
color?
here.
Not white. You're right. That white can be any color.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. And now we're actually good.
And we got to draw one from there. Okay.
Yeah.
So
We're
we
actually
still
good at this
need
point.
3 shells turned in to get a wood to bribe that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone.
And that's it. We're going to end up adding
See, we get
4
this
cards.
we could get this for free if you
Oh,
were
yeah,
worried
yeah.
about a card.
Right. And then these guys, so we'll gain a white worker and a clay.
A clay. Okay. And then do
And
you
that's
want to spend a provision to take this into our
Why not?
deck? Just for
Not
fun?
not going to hurt anything.
Just for fun.
Okay.
Okay.
And there we go. So now we have to
now,
finish out the round.
are we sure we can't?
There's no reason to do anything else.
There's no reason to defeat them?
Nope.
Okay.
So, suffer attacks. We're going to bribe him.
Okay.
We're going to bribe her.
Okay.
Then we add 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and it doesn't matter what it is, so I'm just going to add that. Refresh the card row,
Okay.
and we have won.
Yay!
Yay!
Woohoo!
Awesome. So,
Oh, that was really
Now-
challenging.
right? So now, I didn't do this beforehand, but we won. So we're going to take and shuffle these. And then we put them in a stack on top of the final win card. We'll do the same thing for these two. And then we draw this top card. And this says to read 17.
Oh,
Go ahead and
interesting.
put
Well,
those
should
back.
we do that for spoilers or should we not do that?
If you've made it this far and you care about spoilers, then you can skip to the end.
Good point.
All right, 17.
This is a spoiler heavy episode anyway.
Yeah. To Shanxi, my love, I can see it. I can see a world where this water that rages like a dragon is defeated, tamed even, working for us and not against. Watching the workers as they complete each canal, knowing we move ever closer to the coast, my spirit is lifted. But today I was reminded that I can never falter. The camp grows, spreading to be a village of its own. As it does, it becomes harder to watch over everything. Enemy scouts were spotted on the forest near our village. I have lowered my guard and let them get too close. It seems they are only small in number, but if small holes are not fixed, they can bring big trouble. File the reveal victory card in the box under history. Find cards 41 through 44 in the storage deck and shuffle them into the Barbarian's draw pile for future games.
Oh, no.
These are weaker than most, but cannot be bribed.
41 through 44?
Yep.
They can't be bribed. No.
So they're weaker.
Right.
We'll go ahead and show that. They're weaker,
Ah.
but they cannot be bribed.
Are they weaker? I mean, they're only weaker by one person.
Yeah.
And none of them are
and
white.
their rewards are also not that great.
Ugh.
Well, you never have white ones up here. So those get shuffled
to me, that would
into here.
seem weaker, but good point.
And there we go.
Okay.
So we
Well,
won.
we won.
Awesome. By the way, I won last time I played through this. I won
The whole campaign.
the whole campaign.
Ooh.
I only lost 3-ish times. It was like the first 2 times I played, I lost miserably until I finally figured out kind of how it goes.
Okay.
And then I lost one more time in the future because, again, after you win a bunch, that it adds more hard things into the game. And so I decided that the next time I played, and I didn't do it for this one because I thought it might be a little too difficult, but as you can see, it's not that big of a deal. So I got a promo right here. And this promo says it provides 3 ways to increase the difficulty for Legacy of You. Now, normally,
I don't want to increase the difficulty.
I know, right? Normally, I'm not a huge fan of very difficult solo or cooperative games. But since this has story for all the ways that you could lose, and each one of these adds more fun actual story and game elements, I have less of a problem losing in this game, and I kind of would like to lose maybe up to 6 times to see how it goes. So
you were just too good the first time.
I was too good the first time. So this first one is, after setting up the game, add the new Champion Barbarian card, placing it roughly in the middle of the Barbarian draw pile. He requires, so that's another one of those, he requires 4 workers of a single color to be defeated.
Oh.
And he cannot be bribed. Which, as long as you have one of these, you can use all whites.
Right?
But
yeah, you
still.
could. Whoa.
So yeah, we'll add him
Single
in.
color.
That'll be in the setup because he goes roughly in the middle, so he can't end up at the beginning of the game.
Okay.
But there you go. I really like this game. What did you think, Sarah?
I liked it.
Yeah.
Well, we're playing.
Is this...
we're playing this. I'm watching you play this, and I'm just feeling like, yeah, this is Hadrian's Wall, because I'm doing something on the board, which is going to then, in the harvest phase, get me more workers, more resources. So in Hadrian's Wall, you're getting colored meeples as well. But one of the main resources
the same
is,
shape, in fact.
I think, is it stone, so that you can build in Hadrian's Wall. So you can mark things off on your, because it's like a roll and write, you can mark things off on your sheet on Hadrian's Wall and get workers and stone and different resources.
So I'm feeling like we're doing that, where we're saying, okay, harvest, all right, I get this many shells, this many provisions, and this many workers, and
Mhm.
oh, I need to trade this colored worker. So here we were trading the white workers for different colored workers, and you're doing that a lot in Hadrian's Wall too. So as we're playing this, I'm going, well, I know how to play because it's very similar. It has a very similar feel to Hadrian's Wall. And if you know
Yeah.
how to play Hadrian's Wall, I think you'd understand how to do this. I don't think you're right. I don't think I'll just play this by myself.
That was going to be my next question.
But just because I'm just not a huge solo gamer, I'm not going to sit down and just set up a whole thing and do a whole solo campaign. Honestly, for me, I'd rather watch a movie. I love watching movies. I don't, maybe, no, I'm not going to say that about myself. Never mind. I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something derogatory, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Why would I do that? So I did really enjoy this though. So hope you guys enjoyed watching Mark and
Yeah.
I play a solo
Well,
game.
A couple other a couple other things that I'd like to say too. So I really like this game. This is one of my favorite games after we got it and I played it a couple of times. I went, oh, I really like this game.
You've been wanting to show this to me for
I
about
have.
6 months.
Right? We've had it for a good long time. I love the art.
I do too.
The pieces are great.
Yeah.
It has a pretty decent insert. I would
thought
say
the insert was really
the
clever.
one bummer about this is the separations are only about a ½ inch in.
Yeah.
And so if you store this upright, the cards can tend to go and that really doesn't work, especially for the story deck.
Yeah, can they see
So
from the top down view?
Yeah.
That's really neat. I like the different, because you were telling me to put this back in the story deck or put this in the history, and so there was a spot here I was able to look in and I knew exactly where it was supposed to go. I thought that was kind of neat.
But yeah. So
Is this separate? No, you wouldn't pull that out. Never mind.
you can.
I wasn't sure if this section was separate, and that way you would have your resources.
But it says where everything goes in there.
That's kind of nice.
Mhm.
That tells me that they planned, that it was thought out. They
Yeah.
planned where they were going to store things, and
so the townsfolk
and have
cards
it make
go
sense.
there.
It's kind of nice when they plan out the inserts so that
Barbarian cards go there.
you don't open everything up or punch everything, and then you're looking at it going, well, where do I store all of this? So that's kind of nice.
Well, there we go.
Okay.
And then you got to watch us put it away too.
Wow. So Legacy of You, heavy spoiler episode, but if you were
At least in the
curious
first game
and you
through.
wanted to see what this was like and maybe decide if it was something that you'd be interested in, I think this video is pretty helpful for
And I
that.
highly recommend this. This definitely, and we're gonna hopefully get the our little logo things made up in enough time for them to go on here. Although this isn't a review episode, so I guess that's not a thing. But yeah, this will, when we get them out, this will definitely get a Ring of Supremacy.
Oh, yes. Okay. So, Legacy of You. Thanks for joining us.
Legacy of You. I'm gonna grab this. Legacy of You, which is both that guy, and
you.
a double entendre.
Whose legacy is it? You?
Him.
Him. Okay.
Legacy of You.
All right.
All right. Thanks for joining us today.
Have fun,
Have fun
playing games.
Bye-bye.
Bye.